I'm so glad you guys are joining me today. I am taking a little bit of a break from housework. Hi, Deb. Taking a little bit of a break from housework to scope. Yay! It's so quiet around here because my husband took my kids out to the park. And hi, Eliza. And he's giving me a chance. Hi, Deb. It's so great to see you. Thank you guys for the hearts. Awesome. So yeah, he took the kids out. Hi. And I'm getting a chance to clean the house without any peoples in it. Whoops. Oh my goodness, there goes slipping again. Man, that's been happening to me all day today. And hi, Elisa. And so I thought, well, since it's quiet around here and there are no peoples around, I might as well jump on Periscope, and talk about rainy day activities for kids, because fall is coming up. I don't know about how it is where you are, but my kids were in long sleeves today, and I was actually in long sleeves. Hi, Jen. Oh, I'm so glad you joined me. And I was in long sleeve today too, actually. Now that I'm cleaning, I'm kind of, it warmed me up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I was like, when the kids were napping, I actually huddled up on the couch with them and was under covers and everything with them while we were watching Toy Story. So, hi, Emrem. So ready for this heat to be gone. Me too. I am originally from the Pacific Northwest, where I grew up in Olympia, where it is pretty much rainy all the time and 70s all the time. And so even though I did live 10 years in Portland, it's still very moderate compared to the heat here. Well, maybe not this year. Jen can tell us that it wasn't really this year. Yeah, it was, I guess you guys had a hot summer. So yes, I'm definitely ready for cool weather. I love fall. Fall is it's actually my most favorite time of year. Second to that is spring. Notice that the 2 times a year is not too cold and not too hot, because I'm not really fond of the cold either. So did I mention I grew up in the Pacific Northwest where we have just very moderate weather all the time. It was very, very hot here in the Northwest. Yes. Oh my goodness. I couldn't believe it when we were chatting. You're like, oh my goodness, it's so hot. And I'm just like, crazy. That's crazy. But yes, fall is coming up. Oh, thank you, Jesus. And with that, of course, comes rain. And I love rain. I really do. But that means you can't get outside, obviously. Well, I suppose you can if you have a covered area. We do, but the wind always tends to blow the rain right under the covered area, so it kind of defeats that purpose. And so again, we're stuck inside. And when you have smaller children or children of any age really inside, we are already in the fall season. Yes, we are too, actually, kind of, sort of. Well, it can't make up its mind. 1 week it's fall and the next week it's back to summer. But when kids are locked up inside, what tends to happen is, what happens often around here is the TV goes on, it stays on all day, and everybody watches TV, and then that tends to make everybody kind of antsy and cranky and a little bit jittery. And so Corinne Jacobs from Alternative Tutelage visited my blog today and gave us 5 really fun rainy day ideas, which is so perfect. And so I'm just going to quickly breeze through them and share what my kids' favorites are. And then y'all get to share your favorites, because I really want to hear from you, because the more ideas we have, the better it is. And so her first one was baking, which my kids absolutely love baking. They really, really do. And they love it when I bake for them. I made cookies. Oh, I made last week, get this, peanut butter cookies with peanut butter chips. Have you ever tried that? Hi, Elisa, again. I think, or did you check it? Oh, then maybe there was another Elisa. Or I think it was, yeah, somebody else. Sorry, Elisa. I was glad you joined me. But have you ever tried making peanut butter cookies and throwing in the Reese's peanut butter chips? Oh my word, it is like peanut butter cookies to the next level. My mom taught me that. So y'all have to try that next time. And so I made those. My kids just thought I was the best mom in the universe. So they love baking. They like helping me make pizza dough. They like all that kind of stuff. Christmas time especially. Oh, that's like, it's baking galore around here with the kids. Her second idea was games, educational games online. And I don't actually mind my kids having screen time on the iPad if it's educational for them. I'm cool with that. Doing a marble run, and I had never thought of that before, but my kids would think that is just amazing. So we're going to have to definitely try that one. Putting on a play. Oh yeah, that's a lot of fun. Oh man, I loved that as a kid. And board games. That was something we also did a lot of, were board games. My kids love Play-Doh, and lately they've been into watercolor painting, especially my oldest. He's been really into watercolor painting lately, and he's just like Picasso already. So he just loves that. So those are mine. So what are some of y'all's kids' favorite rainy day ideas? What do you guys do on a rainy day? To try to keep them off the TV. Or, you know, I mean, if you guys do like doing, you know, popping popcorn and having a family movie night, I mean, that's totally cool. I'm totally cool with that. So y'all need to now share your ideas down there at the bottom. And I learned last week, if you're on a desktop, you can also chime in, because Periscope allows messaging now on desktop computers or laptop computers. So that's totally awesome. You don't have to have an Apple or Android device in order to chime in. So don't let that stop you from chiming in and sharing your kids' favorite rainy day activities. So I'm hoping to see some messages down here, because I know y'all are typing. I know that takes a little bit of time. So, yeah, get those fingers busy and share with us those really, really fun ideas. My kids, of course, also love making train tracks and playing with trains. My sister brought some new Thomas the Train gear back from the States. She just got back from the States, and so that's what they've been into, that all day long. It was very hard to separate them from that to go out to the park. And so, yeah, so they have a whole bunch of new Thomas the Train stuff. That's just really awesome. So yeah, I'm not seeing any messages yet. Y'all have some ideas? Reading and building forts. Oh yes. Now, I haven't done forts around here in a while. We're going to have to do that. We are still going to have to do that this next week. Make some forts, or maybe even this week. We're not going to be home as much this week because we have some stuff planned. My husband's on vacation, so. But definitely we're going to have to get to building some forts, because they love doing that. And reading. They love it when I read to them. And so that is a lot of fun. So any more ideas? Jen, do you have some ideas you can pitch in? Because I need y'all's ideas. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. Oh, and another fun idea that we do around here is I give them all rags, and they get a chance to help me clean. And I know that probably sounds really silly, but they actually love it. And my son loves to vacuum. So that's a lot of fun too. And you can make it a lot of fun by dressing up and cleaning up the house. That's what my friend did the other day. She dressed her kids up as like superheroes, and they cleaned the house. And that's that's a lot of fun. It makes cleaning a lot of fun. But you know, I think kids, especially when they're young, they don't mind helping cleaning up. Eliza says, great ideas. It's hard to keep them from the TV when it rains. It is hard. Jen says, my kids love to play hide and seek in the house. Oh yeah, my kids have just gotten into that too. It is. And it is hard. It is hard to keep them from the TV when it rains outside, because it just, you know, you get cabin fever. You get cabin fever. And that's kind of the hard thing. You know, we've been going to, if you've been following me on Periscope, I've been doing screen-free mornings, because we used to start our day with the TV. And then it just seems to be that when you start it like that, it just kind of never ends. Or you might turn it off, but it's so easy to just turn it back on. But you get, you're not so used to it when you don't start your day off that way. That's what I kind of noticed. Now my kids are in detox yesterday. I thought I was going to go insane, because they just kept asking for one cartoon after another. And it was like, no, cartoons come on when it's rest time. So, oh good, you've been doing screen-free mornings too? Yes. And it's just, you know what? It makes the day so much better. It really does. And hi, Amy. Thank you for the hearts. And thank you for inviting. Thank you. That's awesome. But it makes the day go so much better. And hello. And the kids are calmer. Yes, you're right. The kids are calmer. And I've noticed that too. And it's like they just, all of a sudden, they just get all this creativity. And my kids never really enjoyed coloring. And I tried to get them into watercolor painting, and they just weren't interested. And with Play-Doh, they played Play-Doh for 10 minutes and they move on to something else. But since I've been doing the screen-free mornings, it's like their concentration has just lengthened. And for all of you who are just now checking in, we're talking about what our kids' favorite. Hi, Rosie. Yes, you've been playing with Legos. Yes, my son just made Spider-Man today with Legos. He was so excited about his superhero. But for all you guys who are chiming in, we're talking about our kids' favorite rainy day ideas, because fall is coming up. And hi, Georgia. Fall is coming up. and it's going to be rainy season. We're not going to be able to go outside as much, and we're trying to think of, we're sharing our kids' favorite rainy day ideas, activities that don't include the TV. And we did say, educational games, online are cool. So, hi, Georgia. My kids make forts with blankets. Yes, mine do too. And they love that. Oh my goodness, it's so fun. And my sister just brought Thomas a train flashlights from the States. And so, yeah, forts with blankets and the flashlights inside, that's going to be a perfect combo. It's going to be so fun. So, yeah, it's great, and we're talking about screen-free mornings as well. And we're just saying, my kids they've become so much more creative. And I like that because I myself grew up without a TV. Hi, Dawn. I grew up without a TV, and it was just because my parents wanted to, they wanted to remove that influence, and they wanted to instill in us greater creativity. And it really did. Their goal was accomplished. We were super creative kids. And so I love watching them use their imagination. I do too. Hi, good morning, Dawn. I'm so glad you joined us. Yes. I love that. I have so enjoyed this past week without the TV on in the mornings, just watching them doing, just imagining things and just, playing well together. And thank you for sharing, and thank you for inviting followers, Dawn. That's so nice. And for all the hearts. Y'all are cool. This is like the best scope ever, seriously. Yes, it is great. It is great. And just, watching them grab a paintbrush. And yes, it is. Thank you, Rosie, for sharing. It is messy in here. For those of you who don't know, my husband works shifts. And so he's just coming off of a graveyard shift. And our house is small. So we're pretty much confined to the living room on those weeks. And so it was just a disaster in here. And I'm a little OCD when it comes to cleaning, but I have to say, I was looking around, and yes, you too? Wow. Okay. Yeah, it is difficult with husbands working shifts. Really difficult. You have to get really creative. And I think that sometimes it's just easier. You just get so tired, especially in graveyard shift. It's hard on the whole family. And it's so much easier to just turn the TV on and let everyone veg. But I just rejected it this week. The TV is on usually most when he's graveyard. But I really rejected it this last week, and I just said, no, the TV is going to stay off except for rest time. And it was a disaster in here. There were just, Play-Doh crumbs all over the place. My husband is working second shift, and I'm reworking our schedule too. Dawn, it is hard. My husband's going to be on second shift next week. He's on vacation this week. And it's hard. It is really, really hard because it's just like your whole family structure gets just turned on its head every week, and it's difficult. Yeah, constantly having to be, and I've learned, just be flexible. You got to be flexible because, it's just what happens this week is not going to be able to happen next week. So that's why you've been on scoping. You follow me on Periscope. It's just, yes, I'm thankful for Flexo. Yes. But even on scope, I'm just like right now, I never scope at 6, never. But, it is what it is. Everything has to be super flexible. But yeah, I just, decided don't turn the TV on. And I just sat there and watched them. It was a mess, but I didn't care, because I was just enjoying watching them be creative. I was just enjoying watching them come up with stuff to do. And, when I would redirect them to something else, they would just get buried in it, and it was wonderful. And so it was a really great week, especially trying it during third shift when it's usually my hardest week. It was really great, because it would just set the challenge for me going into fall and winter when it's a little bit more difficult for us to be outside, when we are inside a lot more. And just knowing, hey, we don't have to, it doesn't have to be crazy around here. It can be, we can make it work. We really can. So anyway, y'all have any more ideas? Just hit me up with more ideas. If you have more ideas, if you're just chiming in again, we're talking about fun rainy day activities for our kids, going into fall, trying to keep our children as much off the screens as possible, and giving them more tools to be creative and to do stuff together as a family. I'm really looking forward to the time when we can do board games together. Colored rice. Hey, now that's really great. I like that. I forgot about that. I used to do that with my kids, and that's one thing I've completely forgotten about. That's awesome. And soap monsters. Okay, explain. We need to know what soap monsters are, because that sounds fun. I have 2 boys, so anything monsters is really cool. My boys make up plays and dress up. Yes, I'm looking forward to that stage. Actually, my oldest is starting to get into that, where he's starting to really imitate a lot of stuff and, and pretend. And he's, oh my goodness, so creative. I love that. I just love it that my kids are creative that way. Okay, so now you have to tell us about soap monsters, because you piqued my interest, because my kids love anything monsters. Boys will be boys. Ivory soap in the microwave makes soap monsters. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm definitely going to be looking that up. That sounds fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like a big mess, but it sounds like a lot of fun. So we have laminate flooring now, so I'm not so worried about the mess as I used to be when we had carpet on the floor. Then I was a little bit of a ninja cleaning person. So it's just made me kind of big mess but fun. It sounds like a big mess, but it does sound like a lot of fun. My kids would definitely go for that 100%. So awesome. Well, I need to get back to my cleaning, because if my husband comes home and the house is only half clean, and the living room looks amazing, by the way. Yarn creations with glue. Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to try that now. Definitely gonna have to try that, because I have yarn and I have glue, and they love to do stuff like that. Awesome. So, yeah, yeah. So yes, but if my husband comes home and the house is only half clean, and I've managed to get the living room and the hall done, but the rest of the house is still a mess. Yeah, he's not gonna be happy about that. So I better get back to cleaning, and but thank you guys for joining me. This is seriously the funnest scope ever. Really, you guys are so creative. You're so full of ideas. I'm going to have to, when my husband's on second shift, I'm so going to be scoping at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, because y'all are chatty this time of day, and I love it. I hope y'all have an awesome day too. I really do. And, this is, it looks like we're starting our week off awesome, really great, with so many ideas of stuff that we can do this fall with our kids, and what a great way to start the week. And hope y'all have a really, really great day. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Well, tonight, y'all's time, like really, really late probably, when I jump on and I share my Good Morning Girls. So, by the way, if you want to catch this post, by Corinne on my blog, the fun rainy days activities for kids, you just go to rosilindjukic.com. That's ROS as in Sam, ILINDJUKIC.com. That's my blog. And you can check it out. Seriously, she's just really, it's a really great post. I loved it. And I know you guys will too. So thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Seriously, the awesomest ever. So have a wonderful day. And thank you for all the hearts. I'm just loving all those hearts. I really, really am. Okay, I'm getting back to cleaning. Have an awesome day.